Now time to clean up.
I was afraid of that.
Oh, it's really easy.
To the manual.
We'll follow the instructions again. First, we set our TDB-8 kettle to high. On the TDB-7, we set it to 5.5. Now, as part of the utensil kit, you receive 2 buckets, one large and one small. Fill the large bucket with water.
Hot water or cold?
Doesn't matter. The kettle will heat it up. You want to pour in as much water as possible without it spilling over. The manual will guide you. A bucket full of water can be heavy, so you may not want to fill it all the way up.
Okay, the kettle is half filled.
Now turn on the motor. Continue filling the kettle with water. This way you can add it slowly and it won't splash out. What does the manual say now?
It says to set the timer for 15 minutes. So I'm setting the timer.
Good. That will melt all the remaining fudge into the water. This way the kettle will do most of the work. This is a good time to wipe the lip of the kettle before the fudge sets. It's much harder to clean up if you wait and let the fudge get really dry.
This is not hard.
No, not at all. During the 15 minutes, you might want to clean up the area or go back to selling fudge. Now we're going to turn the motor off and set the heat control to off. Slowly pour off the water into the large bucket. Careful. If you pull it too quickly, you'll create a flood. So easy does it.
Okay.
When it's filled about as much as you care to lift, you can pour it out into a sink. When you can't tilt the kettle any further, you can switch to the smaller bucket. You may need to use a sponge to get the last of the water out. Then, we remove the agitator.
Am I just going to wash this in the sink?
Right. Use hot water. Remember, no soap or detergent of any kind. Once it's clean, we set the agitator aside and use a sponge and a little cold water to quickly wipe the entire kettle clean.
Why cold?
Because the kettle is still quite hot. Don't allow any fudge to remain and build up because that can get very, very hard and become extremely difficult to clean. If the outside of the bowl still has an unsightly film on it after the sponge cleanup, the final wipe down should be done with water. Then dry it with clean paper towels. This will make the kettle shine.